Absolutely, Luke. But before I do that, I'd like to address what Scott was talking about before the break. And that is really this ability to have control, visibility, and understand what's happening in your environment, regardless of where you have workload deployed. If it's on-premise for security reasons and you've containerized applications, which is a great approach, and prepare that to be able to move into a commercial infrastructure to avoid costs is really critical. But as you look at platform management and the ability to have these prepackaged development tools on a platform that's fully integrated both on-premise and in the cloud, allows you to then manage your workloads based upon what's necessary for that particular application and that particular business unit, and understand holistically how that works. A great example of an organization that's doing that besides the FBI is the Department of State. They've actually been able to allow all of the members of the State Department around the world to be able to access their information and do leave requests, put in personnel actions, utilizing a very easy to use interface that's not unlike what you would find if you go to underarmour.com. This type of an interactive catalog approach to doing business in our work lives in the federal government is real, and it's available today, and State Department has rolled that out very effectively. The VA is undergoing a project right now. You know, they've gotten a lot of scrutiny from the public on how veterans are able to access care, and we're able to help them now modernize the back office so they can understand exactly the systems that are supporting delivering services to veterans across the country. You know, the United States Army's PEO for aviation, we're really struggling with what seems like a very simple problem. They had a lot of contractors who were onboarding and offboarding the various programs that were supporting the Army's aviation fleet. And a lot of those processes were manual. And by utilizing a platform approach to delivering modern capabilities that really ease the burden of a cross-organizational activity like HR onboarding or offboarding. When you think about it, every one of the lines of business in an organization, whether it be HR, facilities, or IT, legal, they all have their own systems of record that function pretty easily within that silo of the business. And the people who work in finance, for example, understand that system pretty well. The people who work in HR understand their system pretty well. But if we're onboarding onto a company, whether it be Deloitte or Software AG or into the government in the FBI or CIS, we have to go across all of the departments, and that's where the automation falls apart, and we have to revert back to paper forms. I don't know what your experience was, Luke, when you left the government.
A lot of experience in that area.
Yep, when I left the government, I had a paper sheet I took around to each department, and I got signed out of my federal employment. Now we can automate all that, go cross-functionally by taking a platform approach to delivering these types of citizen services, both to our employees who are within the agencies and to the citizens who are interacting with different agencies across the country.
I think that's fantastic.